Hi again, this is Franz Cantor, cartoonist, illustrator and toon talker, and I'm here with...
Jim Bridges, and I'm the president of the Australian Cartoon Museum.
And this is from the bowels of the Cartoon Museum's library.
Yes. This goes back a couple of years. It's basically a kid's book, but you'd be surprised.
So this is about the Falklands War, obviously.
Yeah, this came out during or just after the Falklands War.
Yep.
And it's done by Raymond Briggs, who's actually a famous
Where
kids...
the Wind Blows.
Yes, a famous kids author.
Very sad stories.
But he takes on subjects that no one else does.
Yep.
And that's General Galtieri from Argentina, and that's Maggie Thatcher.
Yep.
And they're fighting over the Falklands. And it's called The Tin Pot Foreign General and the Old Iron Woman, and it's put out by Hamish.
Hamish.
Yeah.
Hamish Hamilton of London.
And I think it came out about, what's the year? 84.
1984.
Yeah, and
Good year.
nationalism is
Despots.
an infantile disease. It is the measles of manhood.
Mankind.
Of mankind,
Albert
yeah. And patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel, said Dr. Johnson. So it talks about once upon a time down
Is
at
that Dr. Johnson of the Baby Talc Johnson?
No, of the dictionary.
Oh, okay.
So it starts off, once upon a time, down in the bottom of the world, there was a sad little island. And here it is. And it's just full of people who looked after sheep, and that's it. And then...
But they have helmets on. They had helmets on.
No, they're not.
What's that?
Oh, they're just hats.
Okay.
And then
Shepherds.
over in Argentina,
Yep.
General Galtieri started to get a bit upset. He was in trouble politically,
Yeah.
so he decided we're going to take back the Falklands off the British, and that's
So
what
it's
he
a
did.
publicity stunt.
Yeah, well, he was in a lot of trouble, and so
It's like, hey, look over here, we've got a war happening.
that's right.
You can't impeach me. You can't overthrow me.
That's
We've
right.
got
And
a
here
war
he is
happening.
he steams off.
But what about all the people you've killed? And all
That's
the
right.
people that have disappeared and are in jail for
And
no reason.
All this business.
Well, don't worry about that. We've
Shows
got a war over
the
here.
shows the madness. All
Yeah.
the circles around the eye.
That's
shows the madness.
That's very Scarf-like, actually.
Yeah. And here's the world
The little soldiers
dominating, and they come up
marching
against
up
these
against the shepherds
yeah.
and the Tin Pot General.
Yep.
Very interesting. So he yells at
So
them.
he starts bossing them about. Meanwhile, on the other side,
With the Iron Lady.
yes, is the Iron Lady, and she's angry. She's also mad with, and she was in trouble at the time politically too. So she thought it was a good time to
Divert attention
that's
away from
exactly
closing
right. So there's
businesses
all
down.
these sort of symbols,
Symbol of
money.
the country.
She's rich,
Yeah.
and it's pretty. So she goes nuts, and her breast cannons, and she's very angry. She wants her island back. So
This is not a children's book, not a children's story.
she empties her money chest.
Money chest, which
Yes.
is actually chest.
Yes, it's so exciting to have a real crisis. And then she gets on her boat, and let's all go off to war.
Was this controversial at the time, this book?
Yes, it was.
Made a big stink and she got angry and
No, but
launched
I
a
mean,
war on Raymond Briggs.
a lot of people were angry at her for the war. All sorts of things happened. It's a difficult period. Anyway, so they're fighting. Bang, bang. Some men were shot.
And he changed the style
Yes.
because now it's become
Some men were drowned.
Documentary.
Actually, 3,000 people drowned in a boat that was brought down. Some men were burned alive. Some men were blown to bits. Remember, this is
very documentary.
This is a
style
kid's
now.
book.
Yeah.
Some men were only half blown to bits and came home with bits of their bodies missing. And hundreds of brave men were killed. And then the general lost, and the Iron Lady won. Her nickname was the Iron Lady. And her madness has now got colour in it, the eyes.
With
And-
glee,
And the island was just wrecked.
devastated.
Yeah, and there were all these
Dead
soldiers looking after the guarding now the sad little island, and they brought the dead bodies home, in big boxes.
Yep. More
And
documentaries.
The old Iron Woman gave all the soldiers a special medal. Notice the blue and the red again.
Yeah, but there's nothing on the medal.
That's right. And there was a big
Parade.
parade and lots of fanfare, and everybody went to church and thanked God. But the soldiers with the bits of their bodies missing were not invited to take part in the grand parade, in case the sight of them spoiled the rejoicing. And here she's on television, and there's a bloke without a leg. He's prostrated over there. And the families of the dead tended the graves. And that's it.
It's a very interesting book. It's it goes from this manic illustrated style into a very sensitive documentary style, which I think is appropriate to the
I think Raymond
material
Briggs
that it's
always
treating.
thinks it's time to teach kids stuff about the world, whether it's about jail, Fungus the Boogeyman, all these sort of strange books he's done. But they're really fascinating and really well written. That's probably his most simplest book he's ever done.
Yeah. Well, my kids love the Fungus, the Bogeyman pop-up
Yeah.
book. It's great.
Okay,
All right, this is Franz Cantor.
and Jim Bridges saying,
Catch
see
you
you
next
next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.